one of my favorite guns that I own, and that is the 1022 Takedown by Ruger Firearms. The 1022 is one of the most well-known 22 long rifles throughout America. Ruger has been an American company for a long time. The 1022 is one of the most well-known semi-automatic 22 rifles, and the Takedown version, which comes in this neat little bag, is kind of a go-to for anyone that wants to do like backpacking with a full-on rifle. They do walks on their own land where they know that some like little critters are around if they have open season on certain animals. It's nice for the city dwellers who want to go around and like go to the range without people really knowing that they have a rifle. It's a great compact setup, and we're going to go over the little bits and pieces that make this a fun rifle and a nice little kit that comes with it. When you buy the 1022 Takedown rifle, it'll usually come in one of these backpacks. Mine came in this coyote brown looking backpack because I got the Mulsey Oak stock with it. It was a Mulsey Oak stock with a stainless steel barrel that was threaded. So it came in this brown backpack originally. I didn't kind of like it. I wanted black or one of their gray ones, but over about a year and a half that I've had it, I kind of like the brown backpack now. It fits in a little bit better. Kind of fits in with like the environment that you would be using this a little bit better. But let's go over the outside. First, you have your two little carry handles here. Nothing big. It's a grippy, rubbery type of material. On the back, you have one strap and 4 loops. If you wanted to get another strap, you could probably make it like a little backpack, but it's made to be slung over your shoulder. It does have a little padded part here to keep it comfortable, and there is some adjustment. It is a plain piece of like 1.5 inch webbing, nothing special. If you want to do something serious with this bag, I'd say maybe get an upgraded strap. I do believe there are some companies that make some aftermarket bags just for the 1022 Takedown that might be a little bit better for your needs, but the basic bag is pretty good. Has a D-ring at the top if you want to use gloves or attach anything you might need to this, or maybe just connect it to another bag. Has a two large pouches on the front. Top one opens up. There's nothing in the pouches in terms of like extra storage inside. There's no pockets, they're just open pouches. Typically, I'll keep some paperwork in here if I need it. You can throw a set of eye protection and ear protection in there. You can throw extra magazines in there, some extra ammo, anything you might need. Down the bottom, we have another pouch, same size as the top pouch, but this pouch has MOLLE webbing on the front in case you want to attach anything, any type of pouches, whether it's a mag pouch or an accessory pouch, an admin pouch. There's not really much I'd want to add to this bag because it's pretty thin by itself, and adding more kind of just pulls it. So I kind of like keeping these types of bags clear in terms of what they have on the MOLLE. Inside the bottom pouch, I typically keep the 10-round magazine. I'll go over actually why this wouldn't be in that pouch, but I also have a 25-round magazine. For the 1022s, you can go anywhere from a single-shot mag adapter. You can get a 5-round magazine, 15-round magazine, 25-round magazine, and then some aftermarket high-capacity magazines that go up to 50 or 100 rounds. Those are kind of more gimmicks. Also have a box of ammo. This one's just a half box CCI mini mags. That's kind of what most people will run through their 22 rifles just to keep them working reliably, because these typically work pretty well. CCI/Spear makes some good 22 long rifle ammo. Inside this pouch, it is 2 separated pockets that you can use, or you can flatten them back. It's kind of hard to see in there on the video, so you just have to believe me. 2 little pouches. You probably fit like a water bottle in them, but it's kind of short for that. Putting these aside, we'll go into the main compartment. Inside the main compartment, you will see 3 main pouches. A large pouch and 2 smaller pouches. This is more medium, it's a little bit thicker, and this is a little bit thinner. What they did that for is you can have your receiver and stock on this side, and then you'd put different barrels over here. If you wanted a bull barrel for specific target loads, or you want a thinner barrel for something lighter. What I do is a little bit different with that, but we'll get into that in a second. We're going to start over here on the stock and receiver side. Open this up, and on the base rifle there's no optics or Picatinny rail. I added those. You pull it out with your stock and your optic. That's kind of, well, I'll wait till we get everything out to go over the whole rifle in general. You have your stock, your optic, your receiver. I typically keep my bolt open. I'll go into that later. The medium-sized pouch is just big enough that I like to put in some, if I can get it out, that's actually big enough for 2 of these tennis balls, but it's not tennis balls, is it? It's ammo in a tennis ball container. You could probably fit 1,000, 1,500 rounds in one of these. Slides right in. You fit about 2 of those in there. That's almost 3,000 rounds of 22 you can carry on you. And then the last pouch is your barrel assembly and forend. So this is not how the 1022 comes. Originally it came with this receiver, the Mossy Oak Camo stock, the Mossy Oak Camo forend with a stainless steel, I think it was a 16.5 or 18-inch barrel with a threaded end. The typical 1022 barrels will have their dovetail sight in the back with a front sight post, and there's reasoning for that as well. I decided to go with a Tactical Solutions SBX barrel, and I'll go over that in a second. I also changed out to a Magpul backpacker stock. I don't know if you'll be able to see that too well. Magpul backpacker for the 1022 Takedown. I have a Bushnell AR Optics 1:4 first focal plane scope with a little throw lever. And inside I have a SilencerCo Sparrow suppressor. When you want to put the rifle together, you have to have the action open. You take the barrel, you put it in. You'll see there's a little flat piece of the barrel right there. You gotta put that in line with the rear, and you turn it. It is now locked in place. It's ready to go. When you want to undo it, you pull the action back. There's a little button down here, so you're going to pull the action back, push the button to keep it open. You use this little knob here to twist it, and it comes apart. Everything is good to go. With the backpacker stock, you would take the chamber end of the barrel, put it in this little rubber grommet area down here like this, and it actually locks into place through the stock. It's not going anywhere. And you got a nice little thing if you want to put it in a different type of backpack. You just push these 2 buttons, it comes apart. Also in the stock, you have a little area for the 10-round magazines. Drop it right in. Carry a couple mags with you. The bottom 2 are a little tighter, but you can get more mags in there. You carry 3 10-round mags in there, and everything is kind of stored. You can also throw ear protection in there, some little things, maybe, I don't know, if you would want to use a bore snake, you could probably shove it in there. Since it is a takedown barrel, it's a little bit smaller to get through. Like I said, it's the stock receiver, stock bolt carrier, stock charging handle. The only thing I changed up here is I put a Picatinny rail. I forget who that was by. And then I added the Bushnell AR 1:4 PCL throwdown. I chose this optic over like a 3-9 or something longer range because of how short it is. When you want to put it in the backpack, anything that sticks out past the front of this is usually going to stick out of the pouch in the bag, and then it won't actually fit into the whole backpack. So I keep that pretty flat. 1:4 is pretty good for a gun like this. It still gives you plenty of optic. If I ever upgrade my 1:6 Strike Eagle, I might put that on here instead, just to get a little bit more magnification and a better reticle. On the barrel end, I use the Tactical Solutions SBX barrel. It looks kind of short, doesn't it? It's a 14.5 inch barreled area for the barrel, and then it has a 2-inch welded on shroud. Since the shroud is welded on, it is permanently affixed. You cannot take it off. The threading is down there. This is legally a 16.5 inch barrel. You need at least 16 inches for the barrel to not be an SBR. So this is legally 16 inches. And what they do, since it's threaded in there, you can take a suppressor. It comes with an inert suppressor just so that you don't mess up the shroud. You take your suppressor, I just got this a couple weeks ago, drop it in here, thread it in, tighten it, and now you have a little suppressed barreled rifle. Pop it out, put it in, you're good to go for your 10-22 suppressed. That's the main reason I went for the SBX barrel. It was a little bit more expensive, but Tactical Solutions makes great barrels. It is very accurate. I was hitting targets at 50 yards with it pretty easy, and we ended our day a little bit early before I could sight this in at 100 yards. Pretty sure this could do that pretty easily. So what I was saying before with why I keep the action open, people will say you don't want to keep the action open, all that dust and dirt and grime get in there, mess up the bolt face, but with this, it's always kind of open at the bolt face, so I tend to keep it open because when I have it set up like this in a bag, or even if I use one of these sling point attachments or something, I could keep the magazine inside of it. This magazine does not have any ammo in it. I could keep the magazine inside of it. I could have a round ready to go. And it's very easy if you had this down to just pop it off, throw it in, go, and you're now ready to shoot. Just a quick little setup if you're using this for some type of defensive gun, if you're in the woods walking around. I don't know why you need it that quick, but I like the idea of it. It's super quiet when you use subsonic ammo. I've been using the CCI subsonic segmented hollow points. They're very good. I think CCI just came out with some segmented mini mags that are supposed to be good, but the segmented hollow points are crazy quiet. All you're hearing is the action going. That's all you hear when you're shooting that. I did take the action out. Right where, I don't know if you'd be able to see that little marking there, there's actually a buffer pin inside of the receiver, and it's made of metal. So when this comes back, you're hearing metal hitting metal. I replaced that with a nylon buffer pin that I created from some nylon screws from Home Depot. So now when it goes back, it's tiny bit quieter. Not a lot quieter, but enough to make a difference when you're shooting suppressed subsonic ammo. Well, that's pretty much it for this 10-22 takedown video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I really like this setup that I have. There's so much you can do with it. You can put it into pretty much any backpack that's this length and have it ready to go. There's tons of upgrades you can do with 10-22s, from the triggers to the receivers to the bolts to the rails. Almost anything you could think of, you can get a very highly accurate 10-22 going on. Overall, it's just a nice little take on a survival rifle that has a lot of features and a lot of upgradability. I still have the spare parts. I just need to get an extra little detent there for my other barrel and handguard so that I can just swap on that barrel if I really wanted to. Then I have two different type of barrel setups. I can run iron sights or I can go optics, and either one will work. Well, thanks for watching this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a like. If you disliked it, give it a dislike. And if you did dislike it, let me know in the comments down below why, so that I can make this channel better for both you and me. I'm over here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Over there. There you are.